Now's the time for you to give advice to other founders who are primarily immigrants, maybe either from Latin America or India or other countries, and either thinking of moving to the U.S. Um, uh, with the eventual goal of starting companies or starting companies in their own countries. What would you advise? What's your advice to them as they think about entrepreneurship, as they think about starting a company that sort of that's going to define the next phase of their life?
So I think opportunity you have everywhere in the world.
Hmm.
I think you don't need to come to the US for that.
Mm-hmm.
Do something that you're really passionate about because it's gonna take 10 years.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not like grow.
Look, to be honest, I think that grow, you may look at grow like it's 1 year,
Yeah.
but the reality that I've been working with Sergio for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
So-
a
So,
lot
so
of
it
background.
would not exist without the previous work.
Mm-hmm.
So we could argue that grow has been like
In the
we were
making.
doing great, without even know it was grow.
Right.
But to be honest, it's an exception in the way the fast it has been. But it was possible because of the hard work we've been doing for many years. And I think that whatever you do is gonna take a lot of time. So it has to be something that you're really passionate about, that you're ready to make a lot of sacrifice for the next 5 to 10 years. If not, when you need $50,000, you will probably
Yeah.
abandon because you don't
Right.
have them, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important. And ideally, if you can do it with people you respect, you want to work, it's gonna make your life a lot easier to have people you can rely on, and that can rely on you.
Yeah.
So I would recommend to try to find a good team, people who you see yourself working together for the next 10 years. I would say, like, don't rush it. Take the time until there is something you really want to do. Like, there is nothing worse to work on something that you are not passionate about.
Right.
And then once you start it, give 200%. Like, don't do it to see if it's gonna work, like doing on the side and like little by little, because it's not gonna work. Like, it's only gonna work if you give 100% of what you have. And most important, don't ask other people if it's a good idea or not, because if they say it's a good idea, it's probably too late.
Fair enough.
And if they say it's not a good idea, you're probably not gonna do it because everybody says it's a bad idea.
Right.
But remember that every good idea at a certain point was a bad idea.
Right.
And like, generally speaking, like when you start a company, there will be a lot of people telling you why you should not.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's successful, the same people will tell you why they always said they believed in you. So
That's actually true.
yeah, I think that's the most important. And you know, it's really hard because it's a trade-off in life.
Mm-hmm.
And you need really to be passionate about what you do in order to make those sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
It probably you could have a better maybe not now. It's still is another phase of the company, but when you started, you could have a great job, well paid, with a good salary,
Yeah.
probably a car,
Yeah.
and you decided to leave all of that behind
Yeah.
and work and build your own company. Those trade-off may work, may not work, but you need to know why you're doing that. If not, your wife, your parents, your
Yeah.
friends will all ask you, why are you doing that?
No, my parents still do. My wife still does.
But I think this is important, that you know why you're doing that and that you're convinced. And it's gonna take time, but with the time, it's gonna be worth it.